Yo, we are back, Boston Podcast. As you can see, four sides of the screen are full. We have all four hosts back. Welcome back, Akeem and Elijah. It's Boston Podcast. You can find us on all the platforms, etc., etc. You guys know the drill. We don't know go play it. We don't need to go too much into it. You can see it by our bottom banner over here, Google, YouTube, etc., etc. Hey, week 11 has passed. We have plenty of sports to talk about, NFL and basketball wise. But first, how's everybody doing this fine pre-show before Thanksgiving?
Well, clearly Elijah is getting a pregame start on the food.
So there you go. There you go.
He's training for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
He wanted him because you probably wanted him because your parents had to be like, don't eat that until it's ready or until it's time for dinner. Like, you give me those kind of vibes. See, that's why he had to turn around. He had to make sure nobody was watching.
I'm still doing it. No, my
Interesting.
Gotcha. Elijah, how have you been? Welcome back, sir.
I've been stressed. Okay.
Hey, that's
I'm
understandable.
about to drop out again.
Oof.
What are you dropping out of?
School.
No, you're not.
Want to bet?
Elijah,
Watch
you
this.
drop out of school. I'm coming up there
Watch
to
this.
punch you in your
Coming
throat.
up there? Go ahead. Go up as far north as you want to, because I live south of you.
Akeem, just check that.
That's fine.
Ask Tommy for the Addy.
You know what I meant when I said I'm coming up there. I said I'm coming up there to punch you in your throat.
It's okay.
God damn. Hey, life of college student is always stressful.
It
Hey,
is.
You're not.
I'm with you, Elijah, though. Good luck, bro. I know it's got to be stressful now during Thanksgiving, right? This is the only break of the fall, really, I guessing. But I mean,
Cake crunch time.
semester's almost over, so you got that going for you. We got a couple more weeks, hopefully. I mean,
It's just I'm not.
So biases out. Damn. Okay. Akeem, what about you?
I've been good. Yeah, work is fine. Our after school program is over next week, which I'm so thankful for because I barely want to be with these kids until 2:15, yet alone be with them until 5:00.
Damn.
But the money that they pay me makes it kind of worth it.
Absolutely. And your international work needs to be, well known as well, because all those kids know how to bowl because of you. Shout out to the kids in Brazil. Shout out to the kids all over the globe. You name a country, even though if we never heard of it, you got it. That's where he's been and teaching young kids how to bowl. So shout out
we
to
wouldn't know the
Akeem,
techniques if it wasn't for you. So appreciate that. Again.
Southpaw, left hand, right hand, whatever. The little dinosaur throwing between the legs, all the bowling tricks.
Anyway,
So
speaking of bowling, I was in Virginia. Was it Virginia last week? Yeah, I was in Virginia last week for a tournament. I went there. I won.
Nice.
So yeah, yeah. So that's that. All I've been doing is bowling and working, which is what I do normally.
gotcha.
Mhm.
John, besides this past Sunday, how have you been?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, it was an interesting Sunday. I wish that CBS and Fox didn't schedule the Jets and the Giants at the same time. I had to do some flipping, which was kind of annoying. But overall, it was pretty good. Pretty good so far. Overall, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Helped my uncle with his porch, move some stuff. So it was helpful. It was nice. I got to see his cat. It was really fun to play with. I used to be afraid of cats, but this cat,
Cooper.
yeah, bro, Cooper was a pain in the ass. So now I don't know. He's got a cool cat. So it's been a fun week.
Yeah.
What about you, Phil? How are you doing?
John was like, side note, I was the car that ran over the cat.
I don't drive, but I wouldn't say no. You know what I mean?
God.
The cat bit me at 1 o'clock in the morning.
My God.
And then I got an email from the school. I didn't even snitch. I promise it wasn't even me. But apparently that cat was biting other people and they were complaining. And the school was like, this is its home. And I was, no, it's not.
You said you got a free
At
pass.
college. After my check, that cat didn't pay any tuition. All right. So I'm just saying.
Okay, half the people that went there
Inside.
didn't pay tuition. So
Don DeMarco. For me, pretty good week. Barely won in our fantasy football league in ESPN. Won by a measly 6-7 points. Thank you, San Fran, for playing well, but not too well.
Nice.
So shout out to them. Also, hey, Patriots won against the Jets. I was the only one to pick the Patriots on both podcasts, so shout out to me.
Congratulations.
So hey, doing pretty good. Plus, it's always nice to have everyone on the podcast, live and recording. So hey, it's happy to see everyone here. Hopefully, all your endeavors has been very good so far, and continue to grind. So that being said, we got our players and games of the week. John, I know you guys probably want to get yours out the way, so
I'll go first. I've been in an all right, kind of negative mood since Sunday, but for a game of the week,
right, negative, just downhill every single time.
I mean, hey,
yeah, you went from like,
boys. Let me tell you something. It's less to do with what happened on Sunday and more to do with loyalties and seeing if people actually watched the game who are commenting on said thing. So I'm cool if you watch the game and your comments, you know what I mean? You're entitled to them. I respect them. But I've talked to people who haven't even watched the game who are calling for Zach Wilson's head. So my game of the week, though, it's got to go down to Mexico. It's got to be 49ers Cardinals on Monday night, though. It was a good game. 38-10. I'm excited for it. I was happy for it. I think we should have more international games. And that was my game of the week, boys. What about you?
Let's see.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so mine was Dallas, Minnesota.
1-for-1.
Yo, really? Wow, that's a little pick. But what'd you like about it, Akeem?
So you know what? Because I'm in a better place in my life right now. I'm gonna let that little slide comment go. I'm gonna let it go. So yes, my game is Dallas, Minnesota. So someone put Tony Pollard as my player of the game. I don't really want it to be him.
Why do people speak for you? I mean, speak for yourself, Akeem.
I mean, the person who did it got the first part of the right so far.
Elijah, you okay? You okay over there? What's going on?
Food coma.
You okay? Yeah, you know I gotta check on you.
I'm chilling, bro.
Okay, okay, because you put your head down. I got nervous.
That food hitting.
Hey, bro, I'm listening.
So I mean, Tony Pollard obviously was a big part of the game. So was Dak, and so was Zeke. So at this point, I think it would be like a 3-way tie.
Okay, 3-headed dragon. I like it. That's what's up.
Exactly.
Definitely nervous.
That's going to be tough for a graphics intern, but hey, we'll see how he does.
Oh my God! Then just put Tony Pollard. Goodness gracious, so annoying.
2-for-2. Thank you.
Not really.
1-for-2. I'll take 1-for-2.
Okay, there you go.
The game of the week was guaranteed, so that's fine.
Well, duh, because we won.
Yeah.
By a lot. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
By a lot? That's true.
We'll jump more into it later on. Elijah, how about you?
That's why I said I'm sorry.
All right. Our game of the week. Kansas City and the Chargers.
That was a nice game.
That was a good game.
I'm so hungry. Joshua Palmer. Shout out Joshua Palmer. Shout out Herbert for, in my eyes, he did what he needed to do to close the game. The defense faltered. And that's why they lost.
That's a classic Mahomes thing, yeah.
Yeah, I can't knock Herbert for that game. But my player of that game would be Travis Kelce. I own Travis Kelce in our sleeper league.
Nice.
The game was already decided by Monday night anyway. Like, there was no chance for me to lose. But I mean, he just delivers every week. And he had a 3-touchdown performance this week, and it's just like I think it's very clear to say that he's top 3 tight end of all time.
Like I said, I wouldn't be mad at that statement.
Well, if he's top 3, who would 1 and 2 be?
Gronk would be in that conversation. Gonzalez.
I think it's between Tony Gonzalez, Gronk, and Kelce.
Like I said, that's fair.
I mean, there are others. There's Andrews is emerging. I wouldn't say he's done enough.
He's not better than Kelce all time.
Gates, who's been there, who I mean, you can put in that conversation.
Mr. Cowboy himself, Jason Witten.
Go, Jason Witten.
No, you can
what?
Argue,
okay, well, I'm gonna let them have that. So go ahead
and go.
I mean,
because
I don't think Jason Witten's top 3.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that either. I would,
but it's like the people who would kind of be in that conversation.
a bunch of other tight ends.
said
you
one
can
of the
argue
top
that-
10.
like you can argue these names. You can argue Jeremy Shockey probably as well.
Nah, not Shockey. I wouldn't say you argue him.
Really?
I think
Who's
he's
gonna
a
argue
great tight
him?
end. I don't think he's.
Who?
I think Jason
Saints
Witten
and
is way
Giants
better than Jeremy Shockey.
But John is a Giants fan sometimes.
I am.
He's
I
gotta be
can't put
arguing him.
Shockey in the top. I just can't. I'm sorry. He's got a ring with the Giants. He also was injured that year, so it's just like he was a great player. He played with Drew Brees. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I could put him in the top.
Played with Cam as well.
He did.
Okay. I expect
Well,
that.
it's like for me, it's Gronk, Kelsey, and Gonzalez.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dallas Clark maybe played with Peyton. You know what I mean?
He's pretty consistent too.
He might be.
I'll say top 10 conversation.
Maybe a top 10 conversation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Top 10 for sure, but
Yeah.
top 3, I think the top 3 is really set.
That's solidified. Yeah, I agree with that.
But
Well, I don't know if it's solidified. I think it's definitely I think Kelsey, with the rest of his career, is going to define if he's better or not than Gronk. You know what I mean?
But
so
Gronk
it's-
is the greatest tight end of all time. So
He is one of them. I don't. You know what I mean, if he wins more Super Bowls with Patrick Mahomes than Tom Brady and Gronk won, you can make an argument that Kelsey.
I don't think that would be the standard for the argument.
Okay, I mean,
Also stats as well. Yeah.
If he did that, he'd also probably blow him out in stats.
But I think he's already ahead of him in stats, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is he? So why would you put Gronk ahead of him then? Like, why would you put Gronk ahead of him if he's already better in stats and he's already better than Super
Probably
Bowl?
rings, maybe.
I mean, rings is that's the conversation for me. You know what I mean? Like
Rings don't mean, I understand rings mean a lot,
sure.
but in terms of legacy, it's like Kelsey's only been there for what? He's only been here for 6 years, 7 years? Maybe
7.
less.
I'm sure 7, maybe. I'm not 100%.
Like Gronk's been here. Well, he's been retired, but he basically played about 12, 13, 14
No.
years.
Oh wow. So
I don't-
side note, Kelsey has more receiving yards than.
I think he had 12, 11 altogether, maybe.
Side note,
I don't.
Kelsey has more receiving yards than Gronk. He has more receptions than Gronk.
More touchdowns.
More targets.
Targets
see.
don't mean anything.
Phil, how many?
No,
how
I'm
many
just
years
going
did
off
Gronk
like a
play?
general.
How many years did Gronk play? Because am I confusing him with Edelman?
Maybe. Oh, Gronk has 92 touchdowns. Kelsey has 68.
You might be right on years.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Kelsey can pass that. He's down 24. He can pass that. 24 touchdowns to catch Gronk.
Yeah, I mean that's where I think rings come into matter, because if you're gonna say Gronk's number one, right? Why is he number one? Was he dynamic? Did he help change the game? Could you ever cover him? No. But it's almost the same thing with Kelsey, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I agree Gronk is still number one, but I think that
I feel like that's going to turn into I hate to compare him to this in basketball, but for their position, it's going to turn into a Jordan LeBron thing.
yeah, but it's I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think Kittle can also be in that conversation if he stays healthy. You know what I mean? I think there are a lot of young tight ends that still can impact.
Me personally, I'll bring this up again. I've said this before. I feel like not being able to stay healthy should be a knock on your career, period, because
Really? Okay.
their
So you would say
their
Steph is
ability
better
is
than
a part of the
Magic
game. Their ability is 90% of it.
Got you.
Not 90%, but it's a big chunk of it.
But
If you, can play, you can produce.
Yeah.
If you can't play, then
Yeah.
you can't go off of what if?
And I'm not hating on your motto, but so you would say, you would technically say then Steph is better than Magic.
So, with that being said, before we
I'm
get
just
dragged
saying,
on even longer,
Your thing, because I agree with your philosophy. I like the philosophy in general. I'm just saying it's a think about thing. We don't even need to talk about it. You know what I mean?
right.
I'm just saying think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of,
Because I think Magic Johnson's still number one. You know what I mean?
Magic
but I think
Johnson, Magic Johnson is still number one.
But can he be surpassed? You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't think he can even be surpassed, which I agree, but I don't know. I also disagree. You know what I mean?
side note, before we
Bro,
move on.
stop cutting us off while we debating. God damn.
Thanks.
Okay, hey,
I'm glad to have you back.
go, continue.
I mean, there's not much else to say because you already cut us off. You ruined the momentum, took my mind off of it. But I'll say this.
Yeah, think about it, bro. Get back to me.
Magic can be surpassed,
Okay.
but it won't be by Steph.
Why not?
Steph is a great player in his own remark,
Okay.
but he didn't affect the game
Whoa, he changed the game.
He changed it.
Massively
He
changed
changed
the
it.
game.
He changed
Yeah.
it, but he did not impact it as much as Magic did.
You're bugging then. Come on. He
A
didn't
lot,
impact it as much as
a lot of
Magic
people
did.
are shooting half court threes now.
I'm just saying that's
I
all
understand
I'm
that a lot
saying.
of people are shooting half court threes. Like he changed the way people play the game because he shot so many threes.
Well, like culture wise, what are you trying to say?
Elijah, can I say this?
think Magic was just more like Magic. All right, I'll put it this way: LeBron is an all-around player who's averaged about 27, 8, and 8 his whole career.
Okay.
That's more impact than somebody averaging 32, 2, and 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
Like that's how I view it. I feel like Steph is not going to surpass Magic just because he's such a good shooter and scorer. Magic did so much more for
Playmaking, scoring, defense. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like we can continue this later, but I saw this awesome TikTok this week of this conversation, and like it really like I was on the Steph Curry side until I heard this because they both impacted the game so much, but Steph Curry didn't completely change it. You know what I mean? Like they had such a big impact that, of course, if you were born, let's say like. I don't know. I'm saying if you're an older basketball person, you're gonna like Magic. If you're a younger basketball person, you're most likely gonna like Steph. You know what I mean? And there's a debate regardless, but it's definitely something to talk about. And I'm glad you guys are back on to talk about it. It's fun. You know what I mean?
I just don't feel like Steph is that.
I get that, but he's still got years to play, and that's the fun thing. I can't wait to watch it, bro.
How many more years does Steph really have, though? People got
that's a good question as well.
33.
Four, you think four,
5.
4, 5.
I mean, him shooting, so you won't have to,
Also depends on Warriors. You know what I mean? He could be on that team forever. You know what I mean? And their youth, if they rise up and they lift them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, James Wiseman.
I'm just saying. James Wiseman needs to improve his game a little bit for that.
G League. So.
What do you want to do next?
Yeah. Okay, so. Players of the week. John, you have your anti-player of the week. I know you want to get out the way.
I do not. Can I go last on this one?
Bet. I'll go first for this one. For me, I have someone Elijah mentioned with the Chargers and Chiefs game, Mr. Travis Kelce. 3 touchdowns, about 80-something yards, 6 catches. Just we know at the end of the game, especially Chargers games, apparently, we know where the ball is going, and even though we know what's going to happen, if the Chargers have trouble stopping it. Travis Kelce, very clutch, fourth quarter drive to take the lead, and we've seen the story plenty of times before. We saw it last year. We saw it every single year they've played each other. Kelce is just that guy, and reason why he's in my opinion the top tight end in the league as of right now. So shout out to Mr. Travis Kelce.
AKEEM, what you got?
What is this for?
Player of the week.
I thought I went through this already.
Oh yeah, Pollard. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Pollard's your player of the week too, not just player of the game.
Absolutely.
Okay, gotcha.
My player of the week. I don't know. I like this anti-player of the week. That just made me think about it.
You like that? I was thinking about it before the show.
No, it was the you like that for me.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm gonna just say what I said in the chat. It's a throwback for my choice. Sir Devontae Adams is my player of the week. I'll be honest. I love when players embrace that villain role as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ben Simmons tonight is probably like,
ooh,
I have my eyes on him tonight. You feel me?
He's diming.
Yeah, he's hooping tonight, and he's doing it in Philly, and he knows Philly hates him, so he's like, "Fuck it, y'all want to hate me? Do me." Hey,
and he's signing autographs before the game.
Exactly. Like I like that. I like that. That's why I really like Trae Young too.
9, 5, and 8 so far.
I need 11 points, sir. But my player of the week is Devontae Adams. He had an amazing stat line, but it's also the fact that he had the game-winning catch, and what he did after the game-winning catch in Denver. You gonna wave the fans goodbye? Cold.
That is cold. That is cold.
So is Denver.
That's true. Denver's like a weird place. Like I was there this summer. It was like 107 degrees.
Yeah. Well, it's out west. I mean, that's like going to Vegas. It's hot there.
Yeah, but it's also like you said, super cold. Like
the winter hits. The winter's different too.
Yeah, it was not the same at all whatsoever. So it's got to be interesting to live there. Do they have fall in Denver?
Yes.
Do they? Okay.
I want to hear.
I don't know because I have a friend that lives out there. So
okay. If I had to go player of the week, I said my game of the week was San Francisco, so the best player on that game was George Kittle, who had 2 touchdowns. I thought he played amazing. He had his best game of the season so far for them. I think if he can stay healthy, he's going to really help the San Francisco team, and they're going to look scary in the playoffs. They're going to look really scary in the playoffs. Yeah. So that's my player of the week. You want to move on?
Player of the week, though, like what's that?
My anti-player of the week. The anti-player of the week, at least media-wise, that I'm going to bat for this week, especially when we started talking about the Jets, is Zach Wilson. Everyone and
you're going to bat for Zach Wilson.
I'm gonna go bat for a little bit. I will say he had a bad game. He had a very bad game. I will admit that.
Only reason I'm not going to bat for him this week is because he didn't want to take accountability for himself.
And that is said, and let's talk about that right now. I agree with you that technically that's what a lot of people are reading into, but I don't agree with the philosophy. Did he let the defense down? Did he let the defense down? That's the question.
Yes.
My thing about it is I don't think he did because all right, this is going to sound weird, but I like watching football life and like of legends, you know what I mean? Like football players that like completely changed the game. And one of my favorites is Warren Sapp because I'm a fat white guy who played D-line in high school. You know what I mean? So like that's the guy I looked up to. You know what I mean? Warren Sapp, the guy who talked so much smack. He was from Florida. You know what I mean? He went to college in Florida, high school in Florida. Exactly. No, he was actually on the U. You know what I mean? The U.
Oh, he was on the U. You're right.
Yes. Shout out to
the acting. You know what I'm saying?
Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes. Exactly. So I would say from that documentary, John Gruden, when he took over from Dungy, John Gruden challenged the defense to score. If you're such a good defense, you know what you should be able to do? You should score. Okay. So I'm not saying the defense played bad. They played great this week for the Jets, but they didn't have any picks. You know what I mean? They didn't have any defensive touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like the game was 3-3 all game and they played amazingly. They kept Mac Jones out of the end zone.
Mac Jones like 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times. I mean, it was great. I love Huff. I love all those guys. And they're playing with their hearts on their sleeves, and I appreciate them. But John Gruden challenged him, and he said, if you really want to be a great defense, you got to learn how to score. And I think the fact that Zach Wilson didn't throw any picks this week is why I will go to bat for him. For the last 4 games, on average, regardless of who the Jet quarterback was, the Patriots have had 2 picks in every single game. They've had more than 2 picks in other games.
I'm bringing facts. Hold on.
I'm just bringing in the facts, and no one's talking about this. And yes, he didn't have a lot of yards, and yes, he didn't have a lot of completions.
He had like 25 total.
He had bad. It was bad. Let me just tell you. But and Elijah, like I agree with you that it would have been so great in my heart of hearts for him to accept that. You know what I mean? When Josh Allen said he played like shit, everyone was like, "No, Josh, you didn't play that bad." You know what I mean? Because all in all, it's not on one player, but he did lose the game against the Jets. You know what I mean? So that's why he said that. I think in this New York media, it's hard to take credit for stuff because you saw what he did when he didn't. It was a tidal wave and everyone got on him. And that's why I feel bad for Zach Wilson because realistically, his job is to give the defense a rest. Okay. He doesn't need to be Joe Namath. He doesn't need to be this guy that completely takes over the game. Do I want him to be that guy? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? That's the guy. You know what I mean? Quarterback is such an important position, but all in all, give the defense a break. I thought he did that, and I thought he did that with no offensive line, no number 1 target in Corey Davis. No offense too. He doesn't call the plays, so it's just like I get it. Do you know what I mean? But like, why is it all on this one guy? And the fact that there are fans coming in who like I'm debating people on TikTok and like they're like, I didn't even watch the game. Then shut up. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying that like you had to, but like it's just I'm rooting for Joe Flacco. Like, it just irritates me because he's not even the 2nd string quarterback. You know what I mean? Like Mike White is. And if you're a true Jets fan that is not rooting for Zach Wilson, you would know that. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm not coming at any Jets fans or any quality of Jets fans. And I will tell you Zach Wilson played horribly, but I'm going to go to bat for him today because the guy didn't play above himself. You know what I mean? In the game, he could have tried to take it over and thrown 3 interceptions. They dropped 2 balls. The Patriots, in fact, their defense didn't do their job because they dropped 2 balls.
Then McCoy did, yeah.
McCourty, who I think, I mean, Phil, you're going to debate me on this because you didn't think Edelman was a Hall of Famer, but I think McCourty is a somewhat Hall of Famer. The guy out of Rutgers, the corner, I think he's definite Ring of Honor for the Patriots, and he might be. And if they're looking to add people, I would add him to Hall of Fame because I think he's that good and he's that prepared for that defense. And I
he has a better case than Edelman.
Yeah, and I mean, well, I guess, but I mean, I think that's another thing that people didn't even talk about was Bill Belichick and Steve Belichick run the defense. Like, they're amazing defensive minds. They're like Ryan. You know what I mean? It's synonymous with football. So it's just double. I don't know. That's just me for this week, and I'm excited to talk football. I'm happy AKEEM's here. The Giants and Cowboys playing Thanksgiving. It's a crazy Thanksgiving week this week, and filled with football, and I'm excited for it, guys.
Oh, also, Ben Simmons got 11. So yay.
All right,
11, 5, and 10. That was a good speech, though. I like
Thanks,
that,
bro. I'm sorry about it. It just was in my heart, and I had
we might have to clip that, maybe.
I hear what you're saying, John.
Oh,
I do.
You can disagree with it.
It doesn't matter. No.
You deserve to disagree with it too. He played that bad. He did.
It's just the fact that total for the game. Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry.
But total for the game, 9 for 22.
Yeah, that's bad.
For 77 yards.
Yeah.
Like,
that was bad.
I think as a quarterback, I think he had 26 yards rushing as well.
Yeah, I think he scrambled a little bit. But the Patriots were doing pretty good containing him, too. They had 4 or 5 sacks with Judon. And by the way, Judon leads the league in defensive sacks.
But here's the problem.
Go Patriots defense.
Your job, yes, you say the quarterback's job is to remember you're a defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
The offense's job is to give the defense a rest.
Yeah.
You said Gruden challenges defenses.
Warren Sapp. Yeah.
If you're that good of a defense, score, right?
Mm-hmm.
The defense's job is not to score.
Mm-hmm.
It's to prevent scoring. And I understand that you want
Special teams' job is to score.
Okay, we'll get to that later, Phil.
But I mean, I understand. Damn, I got my phone. I understand that if you want your defense to show out for real, you want them to score. But it's the offensive job to score points.
Sure, absolutely.
It's not the quarterback's job to give the defense a break. It's the quarterback's job to be the leader of the unit. Move the ball, put points on the board. The defense is supposed to stop that. The defense did their job. So my issue is, in reality, as a quarterback, a leader of a unit, you guys did not do your job. And if you're the leader of the unit, you have to accept responsibility.
Sure.
And say, yes, we let the defense down, because giving up 3 fucking points.
That would be the mature thing to do. Yeah, that would totally, because they only let up 3 points on
another team only let up 3 points.
Yeah,
and they scored 40.
Yeah,
it's just you have to put points on the board.
Yeah,
and you have been surrounded by weapons. Your offensive line is not top tier. We can admit
that's true. That's true.
But you have weapons.
Some weapons, yeah. Elijah Moore got hit 3 times this week. Not talked about. He actually got a target, so good for him.
But fuck all that. You have to 9. What's the percentage for this? For 9 of 22. Like, somebody do that math.
What is it?
9 divided by 22.
I got you.
If Russell Westbrook shoots 9 of 22,
if I'm rounding up, so it's 41%.
If Russell Westbrook shoots 9 of 22, everybody's crucifying him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but the man's won a Super Bowl, right?
What's Westbrook?
Westbrook.
Oh, Westbrook. My bad. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not, because I don't think he's that great anymore. So no, I'm not going to crucify him.
I'm just saying
but shooting 9 of 22 is looking like
it's bad.
Yeah.
Plus that.
I'm not admitting you're wrong. I think you're good take overall. I hear you. And I appreciate you saying what you said about the offensive line, because they only had 2 starters, and one of them were drafting a center at the end of this year. You know what I mean? In the top 3 picks. You know what I mean? We're going after a center. So, like, I think your take is very right. It is on him. You know what I mean? And should he apologize? I don't know. You know what I mean? But
I'm not saying that he should apologize, but he does. He just needs to take accountability.
Okay. And it would be more mature.
You're no longer a rookie.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point.
we are trying to hand this franchise to you so you can take us to the promised land.
Yeah.
And you can't move the ball down the field to put up any more than 3 points?
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
not acceptable, especially in today's NFL where – and you're in the AFC where you also have Mahomes.
But like the funniest thing about this and the funniest thing about anybody talking football about the Jets is that let me ask you this question. What kind of team are they?
They're probably a defensive-minded team.
No. What kind of team are they on offense? Describe their offense.
I guess
you're running the football team.
You want to say ground and pound?
I would say mostly they've been amazing on the ground this year. You know what I mean? I'm not giving Zach Wilson that much credit to say he's 60% of the offense. I think 60% of the offense is running it.
Yes, but that other 40%.
Oh yeah, and he should take over. But like the thing that annoyed me, and especially with the play calling, is that they'd run like a draw on 2nd and 2, get no yards, and it'd be or 2nd and 9, get like no yards, it'd be 3rd and 9, and they throw it, and then they like it was like it became a pattern. You know what I mean? So
again, this is still Zach Wilson though. If you're the quarterback, right?
Yeah,
you're supposed to come to the line. If you see something else, call it out.
You can't. I mean, it's not his job. He's a 2nd-year quarterback. It's not his offense. It's Matt LaFleur's offense. So the change needs to be made. I mean, the only thing I'm questioning right here, and this should be a lot of Jets fans question this. Matt LaFleur and Robert Saleh are synced to the hip. They were at each other's weddings. You know what I mean? Like they're best friends. You know what I mean? But when's the time going to come if this offense doesn't click? Are we going to change up the quarterback who we're invested in for the next 3 years or 2 to 3 years? Or are we going to change up the offensive coordinator? You know what I mean? It's just a question we might have to start talking about. And I don't think it's being talked about. And I'm going to bring it up.
Let's run it back though.
We'll run back.
Earlier this year, the Jets offenses, they were not sputtering like this.
Yeah, I know. Because they had a better offensive line. They had their running backs intact. Okay,
you can say that they don't have their running backs. Like, offensive line, I give you that. Like, you have that.
They didn't play New England, so.
We're going to talk about the running
backs. And they had Corey Davis, too.
We can't talk about the running backs because even though you lost Breece Hall, you did get James Robinson in here.
Yeah, it's just I don't think they're being used the right way. Like, I think Michael Carter, and I've said this all year round, he's not a power back, and they're running him right down the middle. Like option something on some other thing. I think they're not even using James Robinson enough. I think Ty Johnson being in that, why is he even in the game? He's a 3rd string running back. Like that, it just you don't go trade for James Robinson and not use him more than Michael Carter. You know what I mean? It's that's where it's like, why does Zach Wilson let the team down? Why didn't as a whole the offense let the defense down? I think that's a given fact. You know what I mean? But
again, and this is the only thing with my argument, really. Like I don't even want to argue about how the offense is being run or anything. It's just the fact that he's the leader of the unit.
He is.
So when they ask the leader of the unit, do you feel like you guys? They didn't say you personally. They said you guys.
Him.
I don't know. You guys let the offensive down.
Hey, you guys. They say you guys.
That's offense, specifically the quarterback, who's the leader of the unit. The Jets offense as a whole did let the defense down. I just wanted him to accept that accountability. That's all.
He should have, and it would have been more mature because the wave wouldn't have hit him as hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think because he said that, Robert Saleh had to come out and be like, everything's on the table right now. I think he did come out later on the week, not Sunday. Sunday he said he was definitely going with Zach Wilson. I think later on the week he said everything's on the table. That was an immature statement from a guy who we expect to lead us or something like that. I think he said something like that. It was stern, but still positive. You know what I mean? That's kind of how Robert Saleh speaks. So when it's not going too great, you know what I mean?
That's all it is, man. I just wanted him to accept accountability.
And I agree with that. I mean, as a fan in my heart, I could see that. I hated how everyone jumped down his throat. You know what I mean? And dude, realistically, I hear what you're saying. Ugh. Phil, what do you think?
God damn.
I mean, we'll talk about it more later when you don't want to talk about the Patriots. But I mean, just on this subject, he should have said it.
I mean, honestly, you guys said more than enough. I mean, I was gonna say you guys said twice-fold or tenfold. Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to know what you think as a Patriots fan. Like, if he's your quarterback, which he's not, you know what I mean? If he's Mac Jones, do you think he should have said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, he should have at least taken some accountability.
Okay.
Like, honestly, the play calling wasn't the best, and obviously the old line was a big struggle. But as Elijah said, you're the leader of the team. You gotta act as mature as the woman you like, pretty much. So, Yeah, he's got to,
Good point, Phil.
claim accountability.
You kind of made a joke in a good point. So good point. So, geez.
Listen.
I had to throw it in there.
All right.
I'm trying to get an Elijah clip here. You know how hard is it to get an Elijah clip?
I know.
You know how hard is it to call out fucking what's his name?
Not that hard.
Kenny Galladay and get a clip? That was an amazing ass clip. You know how hard it is to reproduce that?
What do you have to say about the Titans? I'm gonna make this.
You don't gotta act as mature as the girl you like. I'm a fucking child. What?
I mean, valid statement.
Any girl I meet is gonna be more mature than me.
I mean, valid statement. I kind of feel the same way. I don't know, but yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, I just think some accountability would have been nice. Just saying, hey, I fucked up. I could have played better. It is what it is. Simple. Okay, you agree?
He don't give a fuck. His Cowboys won 40-3.
Yeah, his Cowboys beat the Vikings. All right, an amazing team. So
And
he bowled amazingly last week. He does not care.
Are you on a Zen? Are you like just in this amazing?
Elijah, it's like you know me or something. You know, it's almost like we're actually.
He won in fantasy this week. He does not care.
Just any other accomplishments, Elijah? Put them out on the table. Let's go.
Things are going right for AKEEM.
They are.
He don't give a damn about what's going on with anybody else.
And his Bucks are second in the Eastern Conference.
God, well, we're without Middleton,
right? And who's first? I mean that's not important.
Not important.
So, okay, let's go right into it. How was the Cowboys game? Break down what happened.
Not break down what happened. So I was
X's and O's
on Sunday. So I didn't watch the game live because I was still bowling. But every time I kept looking, we were scoring, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I like this. That food must be delicious.
That can look good.
Sorry. I just happened to look up and all
he's going
I can't with it. I can't.
Yeah, damn.
Come in, my man.
That chicken look
scrumptious. All I saw was this.
Elijah, you're the one that wanted recordings of you eating. What do you mean? Don't back out of it now.
Just to be put on blast like that. I'm just saying.
It was by his demand.
I understand. I'm coming defense for him, though. I gotta come in defense.
He said, all clean bone. I see you. He said,
as he should.
Continue, AKEEM. Oh wait, before you continue, AKEEM, yeah. Basically, Cowboys Vikings, which is a classic trap game. Vikings coming off the game of the year, and obviously they're gonna have high hopes and high self-esteem. Cowboys cut it right off immediately.
I don't know. Are they frauds?
So
no.
I think this game the Cowboys went into it with something to prove because we lost to Green Bay and we shouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
Now, with that being said, did I expect us to win by 37 points? Absolutely
Yes.
not. Did I expect us to hold Justin Jefferson to 3 catches for 33 yards? Absolutely not. But
Trayvon Diggs is.
I'm very happy that we played as well as we played. Micah Parsons did what was needed. If he doesn't win an award by the end of this year,
he should win an award. He's good.
If he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year, that's crazy.
Right.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of great defensive players.
I was very, very happy with how we performed on Sunday. So that was awesome. And I didn't know that was that's our new franchise record for the largest win margin.
Damn.
37 points.
Congrats.
I'm very happy. That was a great game. There was nothing bad I could say about that game because the Vikings didn't do much.
Right,
it was a good game.
Make Kirk Cousins look like primetime Kirk. That's crazy.
Well, that's not difficult because
I'm not gonna lie. That 4:25 game slot on Sundays, that's low key like
probably the best slot
there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's mini prime time right there. So
it's right after you wake up, you kind of get your stuff together. Maybe you go to church, maybe you don't go to church. You watch 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? You get in the feels, and then 4:25 hits, and it's like, oh, And then
It's only like 4 games total. So yeah.
15 hits. It's
And sometimes that game's so trash that the 425 game's gotta hit. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad. You know what I mean? And if you don't tune into the 425,
Now, last week's 425 games were trash.
I mean, I get it, but
Colt McCoy versus
not that bad.
John Wolford. Yikes.
But as a whole,
I just want to say real quick, I like that game. I'm a lot from the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just accent 2 players on offense and defense. First of all, Michael Parsons is amazing, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Diggs. This man has shown me something that I didn't like. Last year, he led the league in yards given up. This year, he's actually locking these motherfuckers up.
Mm-hmm.
He's locking these motherfuckers up.
Jamar Chase, Jefferson. He's done a good job.
I'm not gonna lie.
led the league in interceptions last year, so I mean, like he was kind of playing a little cat and mouse game.
I feel like now he actually is just locking in for real on not giving up these yards, and like he's not so focused on interceptions because you realize you go for the big play, you can also give up the big play.
Exactly.
High risk, high reward type thing. You feel me? But he's playing some deep, like he's playing some corner.
Wow. Guess how many passing yards he's given up so far?
How many?
If you had to guess. Akeem, you know off the top of your head?
How many did he average last year? Well, how much is over a whole season? So I don't guess too much.
I'm gonna say like 400.
Elijah?
I'm thinking probably the way you acting, probably like 275 or something like that.
John?
I say 350 right in the middle of them.
All you guys are wrong. 157.
What?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
This man is playing some corner.
Wow.
Doing decent. I see him.
This is what I'm talking about. Like
They also might not be
amazing.
thrown to his side. They also might not be thrown to his side sometimes. I'm just
because
saying.
he's playing some corner.
Well,
Like Richard Sherman.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you lead the league in interceptions, they tend not to throw to you. You know what I mean?
You're not exactly. You're not going to test somebody who's
Wow. 150.
So I think he has gotten better.
That's crazy.
He's giving up more yards than Russell Wilson averages though per game.
I think so. Hold on. Yeah.
But also I want to highlight Tony Pollard though. Anytime this man touches the ball is magic. It's
Playmaker TP. That's his Instagram, by the way.
What's Russell Wilson's yards per game average?
It's probably like 7.
Not 300, sadly.
Yeah, it's probably, what is it? 72.
That's
Right.
I feel like it's probably like 180, 190 maybe.
If that.
It is. Right now it is 247.
247. Okay. A little over
Is that inflated because of one good game he had?
Probably. And he missed 2 games.
That 300-yard game.
See? That's
he averages like at least probably.
If you take out that 300-yard game.
Yeah, but that wouldn't extend that.
He's thrown for 2,200 yards so far.
Okay, how many 200 performances has he had?
Well, if he averages 247, I mean, he has.
Well, no, I'm just saying it can't be that inflated from the 300-yard game. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to put up.
So first game 340, second game 219, 184, 237, 227, 188, 252, 286, 247.
These sound like games that I bowl.
Damn.
Damn.
That'd be crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, I wanted to highlight Diggs because he's playing some corner. And then
I think it was because you talked about him last year. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna get my shit together."
Hey,
I don't know. It might have been his brother.
It probably was.
I think Stephon they probably trained over the summer. And Stephon probably lit that nigga up, and he was like, "Huh?"
I don't know if he exactly did that. You never know, but
I mean that's why I'm joking, bro. Come on.
I know. I'm just saying. I've liked Diggs for a minute. I just think. I mean, I'm a Giants fan, so it's hard to say something nice about a Cowboy in a Giants hat right now. But like, especially trying not to say nice things over here.
And your team is actually not doing terrible this year.
Well, they're not doing terrible.
Damn.
Let's be quiet.
It can have anything.
Everybody's team was over 500 this year. That's nice.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is that like the man has definitely worked on his craft, like I think you said. I don't know if he got burnt. You know what I mean? I like to live in an imaginary land where Diggs,
I mean, you're a Giants fan, so
picks off other Diggs a lot more than the other way around. You know what I mean? Like
No
if
bunch
I
of
had to get a
Diggs.
team, it would be
when the Cowboys and Bills run into each other. I need Stephon to go for like 160.
Oh my God! Do you think they're gonna have them guard? Do you think
They have to?
They have to. But if, I don't care if it's one possession or multiple. They have to.
If you
Would
want
they play
to play play man defense, you got to have your best.
The only way is
player
Super
on
Bowl.
the team's
That's
best
the only
player.
way.
They only win Super Bowl, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I don't think they play each other.
This
No,
year.
they don't play each other this year. No.
They do next year though.
So
Oh yeah, they do.
side note.
Next year we finally get the NFC
One
East.
out
NFC.
every 4 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, side note, Falcons also beat the Bears. Cordell Patterson broke the record for kick return touchdowns by a player at 9. He was tied with Josh Cribbs and Leon Washington.
He ain't no Devin Hester though.
I'm glad you brought that up. But so you have your life on the line. Which returner are you picking out of these 4? Devin Hester, Cordell Patterson, Josh Cribbs, and Dante Hall.
Is it a punt or a kick?
Which one is it? Actually, both. Devin Hester.
Both, yeah.
Man's dirty. Devin Hester, both.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Throw up the X.
Did you know the Super Bowl he played in with the Bears? He was a rookie and he was playing in Miami where he played college for 4 years and he returned a punt for a touchdown in his own house. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Dante Hall.
Throw up the X.
Okay.
That boy got crazy.
That's original X.
Respect Dante Hall, good.
He got crazy.
As long as you're not telling me Cribbs, because I do respect
Cribbs
Cribbs.
is not an option.
Pat McAfee caught Cribbs. So no, if you got caught by Pat, no offense, but
So
I can put you on my top.
I'm gonna say Devin Hester too, actually.
You know what? I'm gonna throw in a sneaky one here for punt. Antonio Brown. He used to
Not if you're Steve Lanning.
Well, I'm just saying.
Wow.
You know who we forgetting?
Who?
This one goes out to Deshaun Jackson.
Damn.
John Jackson. Yeah,
He said miracle in the Meadowlands. That's
I'm
crazy.
just saying weak is Phil's thing. All right. I don't need that. All right.
You know who else? You know who else we're forgetting?
Who?
Marcus Jones.
Yeah, shut up. You think that's a miracle? You think that's a miracle? Say it right now if you think it's a miracle. Go right ahead. Go right. All right.
I'll be honest, out of all of the names that you said, for pure biasness, I gotta go Dante Hall.
Okay. How is that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Is
biased.
it biased because y'all have the same last name?
Oh, okay.
You gotta rip the family.
I know.
No, Kim, you know that because Tommy Cooper has a Amari Cooper jersey. That's why.
I know, Elijah. See me.
Tommy did the same thing.
That's
Akeem,
fine.
who would you pick?
Come on now, we here already. I'm probably
Life on the line.
What? What did you say?
Life on the line. Who you got?
I'm probably gonna go with Devin Hester.
Okay.
Say everyone's safe pick. It's a safe pick.
Hakeem, do you remember that punt returner for the Cowboys a couple years ago? He didn't even play in college. They found him and he was super fast. And he
Oh
was
my
big,
God.
like,
Marion Barber?
no, it was somebody. It was somebody else.
Miles
It was,
Austin?
no, it was like a Harris.
Punt returner.
It was a punt returner. Yeah,
That was
It's dreadlock.
again.
super cool. He looks super cool.
So wide receivers and running backs can't
No,
kick
right?
return
They
kicks?
can, but they were not our punt returners.
Okay, so who was it, Akeem?
I don't know, but it wasn't
It was
them. because
Harris.
They were
His
wide
last name was
receivers.
Harris.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know because I
Had like long hair.
Yeah, long.
Dwayne
dreadlock.
Harris?
No, I don't. It wasn't. I don't know what his name was.
I know who you're talking about. It sounds familiar because it Madden.
We'll think about it later. But
Generally speaking, though, like what happened to the Barber brothers? They fell off the face of the earth.
Well, didn't Marion Barber retire?
They all
wait, what
retired.
Barber brothers are you talking about? Are you talking about like Tiki?
Tiki,
and
Rondi.
Tiki and what's his name? Rondé.
Tiki
Rondé, yeah.
retired, and then the Giants won the Super Bowl. Just putting that out there. And and Rondé, I think he played for another 5 years, and then he retired. He was on the Tampa Bay teams that won the Super Bowls. Yeah.
God damn. Philly is whooping that ass. Damn. Well, there was that bad. Yeah, Dwayne Harris. I think that's the name. I'm pretty
Sure.
sure.
It was Dwayne, but
Well, Yo, what's the next game we talking about?
So
Falcons Bears. Let's talk about the next game, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Right.
So Titans, Green Bay. Titans. Let's see. Derrick Henry did his thing. Ryan Tannehill threw for over 300 yards, which is no one expected him to do that with that offense. So he shot at Ryan Tannehill.
He's not bad. Like, I need y'all to stop acting like he is the worst quarterback in the league.
I mean, with the way he performed last playoffs, I don't.
He's mid. He's mid.
He's mid. Yeah.
Well, with the healthy Derrick Henry, he's good.
I think him and Jimmy G. I feel like you could swap him out when you.
No, Jimmy G's way better than.
I think I'd rather have Jimmy G than Ryan Tannehill.
Way better.
I think if you stick Tannehill in that San Francisco offense, he produces the same amount as Jimmy G.
You're bugging.
You remember that stat where it said he's 10-2 while throwing 0 touchdowns? I don't think I don't think Ryan Tannehill could do that.
I don't think Ryan Tannehill could do that either.
I think he can.
Well,
what did he do last year? Remember when Derrick Henry went down? Granted, it was Tennessee's defense that held them up, but like
that's what it was.
Yeah,
they didn't want to run
because I Garoppolo beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay in the freezing cold. You know what I mean? Like he had a great game compared. I mean, I don't know. And that's the thing that kills me is that they traded 3 first-round picks for a guy that don't even know
Lamar
about.
Jackson in the first round.
I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah. Should we take the Titans seriously this year?
No,
That's the question. Should we take the Titans seriously?
Absolutely.
What's
only
the
reason I'm
record?
saying no is because
7-3.
I would take him seriously.
only reason I'm saying no.
I agree with Elijah. I'm not taking them seriously.
Do you think? Sorry, go ahead.
I like the Bills that much.
Okay.
Still.
Well, no, we're just talking about I think to get out of their division into the playoffs.
Oh, that should be
Get out
easy.
of their division easily.
That's
well,
easy.
that's what I'm saying. That's why they should. Be
No,
taken
I'm
seriously.
talking like a playoff team, like a serious playoff
They're
team.
an automatic top 4 if they win their division, which they're gonna do. You know what I mean? So
But
technically, they need to be taken seriously.
But past that, it's like, what are they really going to do?
They're not gonna do anything in the playoffs. Yeah, like
I don't know.
I
It depends
don't
on the
think
game.
that team is going to beat Mahomes. I don't think that team is going to beat Josh Allen. I don't think that team beats Joe Burrow. So
That team has beat Josh Allen. I don't know if it's beat Patrick Mahomes, but they definitely have
in the
beaten-
playoffs though.
but
No,
this year,
In a
I'm talking
prime
about this year,
last year in a primetime game. This year they won. Last year they lost.
Yeah, but I don't think they're beating the playoffs where it really matters.
I don't think they're beating anybody in the playoff. Like they'll beat whoever the wild card is. You know, it'll probably be like Miami.
Ooh, I don't know if they're beating Miami.
It depends on who they get and how badly they give up like passing yards. You know what I mean?
I mean, if what's his name? If the Titans end up 4, the 5th seed would be Miami. If we're being honest.
I don't think they beat Miami. Not gonna lie to you.
Or a copy of them.
I
The
think
run
I
team
think
with
the
an
Titans
okay
beat
quarterback and you know what I mean? I would still take the Jets over the Titans, but I mean, they're depending on who you get.
I mean, I'm putting this into perspective. If they run into Miami, Miami got to go to Tennessee, play in the cold, play a playoff game in the cold. Tua's never really been in the playoffs before. I don't think Miami beats them, so they'll make it out of that round. But when it comes to now, you have to face either 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Which is Bills, Chiefs, or the Bengals. That's 1, 2, and 3 right there. Like
they're pretty much a wild card team.
Who do you think you're about to run into?
Well, no, the Bengals aren't even. What do you think? The Bengals are 3? You're talking about the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens or Bengals.
win
Yeah,
that division. I think the
Bengals
Bengals
will not win that division. Ravens are definitely taking that division.
Ravens have been streaking.
I mean, and they won, didn't they? Just win?
I think they won 4 in a row, 5 in a row.
Yeah. So I mean,
It's
I don't
possible.
I don't know. I still like the Bengals over the
Oh, okay, cool. So you didn't even take the Bengals. Okay. I mean, I get that.
I would take the Ravens over the Titans too. So
Okay. I don't know. I think it depends. It's going to depend on the game, and I mean, I don't know if could they lose 2 in a row in Tennessee. Like last year they lost really bad to the Bengals. Could they lose again? Like, I mean, hopefully they don't, but it could happen.
Okay, we got 2 more games, then we'll move on. Okay, so
We talking about the Colts one?
which one?
The Eagles Colts.
Yeah, I mean, the
I mean,
Eagles.
that was a good game. The Colts were winning that whole game.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of worrisome for the Eagles fans, but nothing to be too worried about it because
I mean,
you're supposed to blow that team out. So
you hear what Nick Sirianni said after the game?
What?
That's for Frank Wright.
Oh damn!
I swear to God, he said that. It's
Damn.
check NFL TikTok or something. I don't know, but
I will.
it
Nets
was
team is
just
fast.
funny because like you barely beat this team. You know what I mean? And Jeff Saturday, second 2 weeks in, looks really good. So I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Chiefs and Chargers? Okay, did you watch the game by any chance?
I saw bits and pieces because we were driving back home.
How do you feel about the Chiefs this year? Like, how good can they really be?
I mean, they're going to need to be real good because Patrick Mahomes not going to win no time soon. So,
Aren't they a top 2 team? Don't you think they're a top 2 team?
are you asking? You said, do I think they're a top 2 team?
Yeah, at least in the AFC.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say the whole league.
No, not the whole league. I'm just saying, like, teams to go to the Super Bowl. Wouldn't you put them in that category? I mean, Akeem, come on.
How many points would they put up?
I mean,
that question, bro.
I guess, but like they're not. I don't. That's a tough one. Let me come back to that one. I'm gonna come back.
I mean, I just think this game was as expected. Do you know what I mean? Like I think the Chargers are a good team. I don't think they're better than the Chiefs. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes, when he gets the ball late at the end of the game, he's going to win it. So I mean, I don't know. For me, I see them as a top 2 team in the AFC East, or not the East, the AFC. Sorry, my bad. Where like they could, I don't know. They're going to play the Bills at the end of the year. Hopefully, if it ends up like that, or otherwise they'll play them in the divisional round again, and it'll be crazy. But
I don't understand why he's taking so long to answer that question. Like Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Tyreek Hill meant that the Chiefs were gonna not even win their division.
Plus, they just traded for Kadarius Toney. Sorry to mess up that name.
Like I said,
He fumbled, but I mean, he's a target that they're gonna have to watch.
He cost me my bet slip. He cost me a perfect 6-6.
Did any of you guys have the Chiefs winning the division when we did it?
I think I did.
No.
Oh, I Denver. Never mind. I Denver. My bad.
I had Chiefs.
I probably did.
Still had the Chiefs. Nobody else here had the Chiefs. I think I had the Raiders or the Chargers. I don't remember. But
I mean,
here's what I'm saying though. Like we all said, man, they lost Tyreek Hill. This offense not going to be the same. The whole dynamic of the team going to change.
Mm-hmm.
What changed? What changed?
Good job, Phil.
This motherfucker's on a 25-game win streak in November and December.
Realistically, their defense is
on the road in his division. What changed?
I mean, their defense is still bad. That's the only thing I would say changed. It hasn't.
If their defense is still bad, that didn't change.
No. Hear me out. Just hear me out real quick. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're right. Nothing really has changed. I'm just saying I don't think their defense has gotten exposed like it did last year. You remember last year when we were like, "Oh, what's going to happen to Patrick Mahomes?" Like, you know what I mean? When we were talking about that, like it was his defense to blame. So they fixed the issues, and you know what I mean. I think they're still, like you said, probably going to come out. So what has changed? But
it's showing though. Like even if the defense, like we'll talk about the Chiefs game, the Chargers game specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Defense gave up 27 points and a late touchdown.
Yeah,
this motherfucker said, "All right, whatever," and put up 30. Won the game.
He did. You're right. Patrick Mahomes is that guy. He's one of, I don't know how many quarterbacks we're talking about right here, but I think if he's an amazing, great quarterback and everyone's putting him on the top of the mountain, I think Josh Allen's right next to him. And then I think I don't know who the rest are. I think 1 or 2 are definitely Patrick, Josh, AB, rotated.
That's 1 and 2 right there. Like
that's right. So, I mean, that's why I think they're number 2, or at least a top 2 team, but I don't know.
I think the Chiefs is actually still the team to beat in the AFC, and I'm saying this after I made this bet with John that the Bills are going to sweep everything.
Which is wild because, like, I mean, that's the reason why I made it, because it was a coin flip. You know what I mean?
I'm sitting here like, God damn, maybe I was fucking wrong and I should shut up.
Damn, appreciate that. But I mean, hey, let's see how it rolls. I mean, you could still be right.
If Elijah admitted that he was wrong.
He's not wrong yet. He might.
I admit that I'm wrong all the time, though.
I know he does. I like how we took it back and we like agree.
Right, but all the other times I wasn't paying attention. I was actually paying attention that time. So.
Okay,
all right.
Let's go. Akeem, come on.
Oh,
I mean,
so,
I'm not lying.
Now I'm actually paying
It,
attention.
it wouldn't be me if I didn't tell the truth. Like,
Okay. Oh
yeah.
my God.
Also,
Hey Phil, do me a favor because my phone died. Did Joe Harris hit 2 threes yet?
oh, you're gonna be disappointed. I think
Yeah, I think he's like 0 for 3 when I last saw.
1 for 7,
What do you think about Joe Harris?
and they swapped off the bench, so it's clips.
What score?
113, 101, 136 left.
In the game?
It's
Yes.
clip.
Boys, I'm
Katie
telling
only scored
you,
20. Damn.
The crowd has to play a factor. It's got to play.
I don't give a damn about the crowd.
Phil, I gotta bring you down to where I shoot. Let me tell you, high school games, bro, affected. There are better teams that just fucking lose because they're just in a hostile environment.
The Nets are playing the G League Sixers, and they expect them to win.
I mean, you're talking about no Harris, who got hurt in the first half or something.
Yeah,
He came back at 20 points.
Okay, but still, no Embiid, no Harden,
No Maxey.
You're not gonna tell me that the Nets should not have won this game with KD and Kyrie back.
I mean, they should have won it, but I'm
Ben Simmons,
saying, like,
Ben Simmons not playing like a pussy.
Also, he knew what he was coming into. He said it himself. I know what I'm getting into when I walk in that arena.
that's true. He should know. I mean, like I said, boys, less than LeBron.
They
But
lost to
really,
T. Cole. This is crazy.
hell.
Trey LeBron.
Oh my God. Woo!
So we're just going to wrap up our NFL topics with this last one. So 49ers obviously blew out the Cardinals. Same thing with the Chiefs. How good can this 49ers team be? Do we see a possible Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl looming in the future?
Jimmy G.
Himmy G.
If he's playing like the Jimmy G that backed up Brady in New England when Brady was hurt or whatever, I forgot what happened.
Yeah, he went 11-5 when Brady was hurt. Torn ACL.
Yeah, when he was suspended.
Right? Oh, no,
right?
it's suspended. No. It was Flakegate. You're right. It was Flakegate.
Yeah,
When he tore his ACL, that was Matt Castle.
Yeah.
By the way, I watched replays of that back. Edelman basically called Jimmy G a pussy. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that? I'm just saying,
if you know what happened,
if Jimmy G can really step up and be the same person that kept the Patriots on top, basically, while Brady was suspended.
But he didn't though. He only played 2 games that year.
Because he played 4.
No, Jacoby Brissett played 2. He played 2 because he had a hand thing.
Well,
I'm sorry. I watched a recent TikTok with Julian Edelman complaining about that.
If Jimmy G can be at least top 12, which isn't hard this year.
And plus, with the offense, you don't even do much. All you have to do is throw, and they'll do the rest pretty much.
It's not hard to be top 12, Jimmy G, this year. If he can be top 12, 49ers are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, actually.
Honestly, I don't even think he needs to be top 12. He just needs to be capable. Think about it. You have all these weapons. You have all these weapons around you. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, CMC. All you have to do is throw, let them do the rest.
Specifically, I'm going to talk about the Ayuk's first touchdown. Like his initial target, first read, second read was all on this side of the field. If he can remain patient in that pocket, go through all of his reads and deliver the ball to the right person at the right time, like he did on that play.
Yeah. Honestly, don't make limit your mistakes. He should be fine. Literally, he's in an offense where you could throw the ball anywhere and do almost any play. It can go to the house at any given moment.
And he's on his dream contract too. Like he makes so much money.
He has incentives. Incentives.
So like literally, all you got to do is do your thing, and you're gonna get paid.
And their defense.
Like,
defense, I would say top defense, right? It's pretty good.
Talking about a team with a top 5 running back. I would say a top 10 receiving core.
Top 2 receiving back. He's a top 2. Yeah, both. Yeah.
What?
God damn.
You have a top 3 tight end.
Yeah.
I see an argument from John coming, so I'm gonna say top 5.
I don't have an argument. I do like the 49ers. I'm just like,
John, he had a vision. Okay, go ahead, Raven.
I swear to God, I'm not
That's so John.
Here, I'm all 49ers with you.
Go ahead, Raven Simone.
Army knife and Debo.
And then you have a top 5 defense for sure. Like, I think it'll be really hard for this team not to make the Super Bowl in this year's NFC because the Eagles are not what everybody thinks they are.
I hear that, but I don't know. I think the playoffs are a crapshoot sometimes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I can't predict anybody going to the Super Bowl, at least in the NFC. You know what I mean? The AFC, you know what I mean? A little bit more clear. You know what I mean? Like when you got someone like that.
NFC, who's in the NFC?
You got
NFC North leaders of the Vikings.
Okay.
Who are definitely frauds.
They might lose.
Because as soon as it comes to primetime, Kirk Cousins turns into Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
God,
I mean, okay, yeah, I get you. I don't know. I mean, you want to talk about a quarterback that has everything.
You know what?
I get he played that against the Cowboys. I'm just saying.
I was going to say
the Cowboys would give them the best fight. I'll be honest.
I think the Cowboys are a good team too. I don't know. You never know. The Cowboys, the Eagles. I mean, they're all technically contenders. I don't see the Eagles going all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't see anyone going all the way to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I'm like.
My eyes is between the 49ers and the Cowboys.
I don't know. You're gonna put the Cowboys there, Keem? Stop, man. Come on, don't do it to yourself. You're a top 2 team.
I'm sorry. First, where are either of the teams that you like? Since you,
I'm not talking about my teams, Keem. I just don't want to put all this pressure on your teams.
Because
Keem, talk to me. Seriously, let it be me and you. What's up?
Come on, I don't have nothing to do with this.
Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
If we're talking about teams that have potential to go to the Super Bowl,
they're a top 2 team. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the NFC.
So is this your way of saying you don't think the Cowboys are good enough to make it?
No,
there?
I think they are good, Akeem. I think they are good. I'm saying I don't know who's gonna beat anybody. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, see, that's different.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop being messy and turn your flash off.
I don't even dislike the Cowboys to that point. They're just hyping it up because it's Thanksgiving. But like realistically,
you think if the Cowboys win on Thursday and then the Eagles lose their next game, you don't think that the Cowboys can then just run over the division?
I think there's a lot of pressure put on Cowboys and Cowboys fans come playoff time. And when it doesn't happen, it's a big downward. Okay. So all I'm saying is like, why guarantee it? Coming from a Jets fan who had Rex Ryan as, you know what I mean, as a coach, it sucks when you don't go to the Super Bowl. All right.
Absolutely.
I literally kind of want to hit my head against the wall sometimes when I think of Rex Ryan because he promised me something that never happened, Akeem. All right. So let's not just why don't we just take Tony Pollard and say he had a great game? Dak's a machine in that offense. You know what I mean? Like Diggs is doing great. You have a defensive player of the year candidate on your defense. Like, let's just be happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone should go. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And I am picking the Giants this week because, ride or die. But I don't know. I just don't want
that's right. We do play. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. I just don't want it to be. Like
this week. I'm so sorry.
Disappointing. You know what I mean? Like I think regardless of what happens this year, the Cowboys are having a great year. Tony Pollard is having a great year. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you guys are Super Bowl or bust, and I don't think the bust has to happen. You know what I mean? I think you guys are doing very well.
I got you.
Especially with a backup quarterback going 5-0, 6-0. How many?
5-1.
5-1.
5-1.
Lost to the Eagles, yeah.
But at the time when he lost to the Eagles, like they would just
no one thought he was going to win that game. I don't mean to be like that.
That's true.
He was going into Philly against an undefeated Eagles team.
Absolutely.
So it's just
that's
what I'm saying, Akeem. I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm just saying that like I wouldn't put it Super Bowl or bust because it kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like you said that one time about fantasy. I'm either winning championships or my season's a waste. And I'm just like, Phil, why would you do that to yourself?
Akeem, would you agree? Yes or no?
I disagreed with Phil. I did. I disagreed.
Akeem, what would you say?
Wait, what am I agreeing to or disagreeing to?
John, what was the statement? I don't want to misquote
you. Either I win a championship this year or I just wasted all my time and I yada yada yada. Or it's a bust. And I said, this is what I said, Phil. I said, Phil, why downplay your whole season where you win individual games that you didn't think you could win or win games that you thought you could win, have a great season? Why downplay you like that? You're Super Bowl or bust. And he's like, I want to win it all. And I go,
okay, would you agree or would you disagree?
Hold on.
Phil,
this is what it says about you, though. From my perspective, when I hear this, it goes, I'm either wasting my whole bunch of time because I only have one championship in each league. That's like 5 years wasted on how many games we're playing. Like, that's all I'm saying.
I got cold from all that shade.
God, right. Hold
I
on.
didn't even throw shade. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like a little. Damn. Hold on.
I mean, I'm throwing shade at Phil, but other than
Like
that,
that.
yeah, it should be. Phil, you're a great fantasy competitor. You don't need to be Super Bowl or bust. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, what's your response to this, sir?
Oh my god. Okay.
As a fellow championship winner, what's your response?
Wow. Did I win?
Yeah.
That's a tough one because I mean, yeah, yes,
Akeem, just as competitive, Akeem. Don't lie to me, sir.
Shut up. Let me finish. Thank you.
Makes a better point.
Like I said, while I do want to win because I am competitive, and losing is not something obviously that I came to do. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna not do it. I'm not gonna not do fantasy ever again because I lose. Because if that was the case, I would have stopped at year one.
That's right.
We all would have.
Like, but yeah, that's that.
So, speaking of the whole Cowboys and Giants game, we have Thanksgiving coming up. So, with me and Kenny, talked about pick'ems for IBT Sports and Ball Central. We are doing all the primetime games. So, 3 Thanksgiving games and Sunday and Monday night. So, we're gonna.
I just want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
To you, Phil.
Yes.
I don't like how you was gatekeeping Kenny. Like, I wanted to have a conversation with the man.
Right? Phil does that. Phil gatekeeps Kenny. IBT Sports. If you want to have a conversation with us, feel free. We'd love to have a conversation with you.
Anybody from IBTE, bro, hit me up personally.
I have Lawrence's number. I'll text it to you. But I
have his number too.
Okay.
So wait.
Always been in communication. Appreciate you.
Have you hit up Lawrence, by the way?
I have hit up Lawrence. Lawrence hit me
Elijah?
up for a job. I said I was kind of busy.
I've never hit him up yet.
So you gotta both ways, sir.
But here's my thing, though. I have never had to speak to Lawrence. We didn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
But Kenny, me and him, I needed to have a conversation with him a few weeks ago. But Phil, you wanted to gatekeep him, and I did not like that.
Phil, a little gatekeeper.
I mean, hey, add him on Facebook or IBT page.
I would if I knew what his Facebook was.
Our DMs are always open. Oh,
Kenny's
he's verified
really
on. He's also verified on Twitter. Shout out to
He was
Kenny.
really good debating.
He paid that $8. Copy.
No. He's a reporter for Syracuse. He's actually verified. He's actually verified.
Copy.
Yeah. So we're gonna get started with the pick'ems for Week 12, aka Thanksgiving week / weekend. Our first game. Before we do that, actually, just to recap our standings, me and John are tied at 30. Elijah has 22, and Akeem has 16. So I went 4-0 last week. John went 3-1. So very much needed.
How much you got?
30. Me and John got 30 points each.
I got 22.
Yeah, Akeem has 16. So and then we tied with IBTE because me and John picked Tennessee. Me and Lawrence picked Tennessee, so 2 each. And then I'm the only one that went New England, and then everything else picks were the same. So everyone picked San Francisco and Kansas City. So I just needed one more person to go New England with me, but I guess not.
Oh my God!
I mean, you should have known I wasn't picking New England over my Jets.
If we're blaming him, we should blame Akeem. I'm just saying. Like, Akeem, why'd you pick the Jets? Why?
I said a good point. Why did he pick the Jets game?
Hey, let's get into this week, man. I actually gotta head out soon. So
okay, bad. So
he has to go to the gym. I have to go to sleep.
Absolutely.
And then me and John will wrap it up with NBA. Okay, so the first game of the week for the pick'ems, Buffalo versus Detroit.
Buffalo. Next. Everybody got Buffalo here.
Everyone got Buffalo?
Everybody got Buffalo. John, don't do it.
I don't know.
Stop.
Detroit beat the Giants bad.
So if Josh Allen doesn't play,
He's playing.
Just because they say that now don't mean he's going to come Thursday.
Imagine. That'd be wild.
I'm just saying. So if Josh Allen doesn't play, then I'm
John Rule. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm going.
Yeah, if Josh Allen doesn't play, definitely John Rule. But
I still kind of feel like Detroit could potentially win.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so what's your?
And that's not even saying like that the Bills are terrible. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Whoa!
I'm gonna call the upset. Yep.
Whoa! I'm still on the line. I don't know, but
I got Bills.
Bills.
I got Bills.
I just this is the thing that concerns me is that remember Phil, I said I'm gonna bet on the Bills until they prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Last time they proved me wrong. So like,
So hey, it's up
am
to
I
you,
my word? Do I
John.
take the Giants?
We're tied. It's up to you. Do whatever you want,
What are
sir.
you picking?
Correct.
I pick Buffalo.
I don't care because I'm 500 games behind, so it doesn't matter.
I guess I'm going Buffalo, but put the John rule in for Josh Allen. I'm just saying.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
I don't trust Case Keenum like that. Come on now.
So next up, we have the Sunday night game, the Thursday night game for Thanksgiving. New England versus the Vikings.
New England's defense is great. That's why I have them. And I'm going to go with the Patriots.
You're going to go Minnesota? Wait. Did Bill just pick Minnesota? And
I literally just said I'm going to go with the Patriots. What were y'all listening to?
AKEEM? What the? That's crazy. Elijah.
I heard.
You heard? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota. Yeah. Because one, I know how IBTE thinks. They're gonna pick Minnesota, and I'm trying to break the tie with John, and I know he's gonna pick Minnesota, so I gotta play safe here. I can't go favoritism over the lead, so I gotta keep it safe here. I'm picking Minnesota.
I might not go Minnesota.
That's fine. Pick them.
So did you put New England for me? Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest here.
I'll be more than happy to take an L on this if Minnesota loses. So it's a win.
We did not put money in Pick'ems this year.
on your own team?
Wait, Elijah said something.
We didn't put money for Pick'ems, right?
No.
I got New England.
Well, damn.
I got Minnesota. I can't lose this lead, bro. I can't lose this lead. I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Oh, we also got to remember we're also trying to catch up from a 7-point deficit as well.
Yeah, shit. Are you guys sure?
Positive.
They only scored 3 points last
What was
week.
the game?
Minnesota.
And Minnesota lost recently, so
Yeah, they're pissed. They're probably pissed.
They're gonna want to win. They're gonna want to win big. They lost bad.
Yeah, it's at Minnesota. Yeah.
I the only reason I was sputtering is because their defense played kind of well. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
But I don't know if I could pick a whole defense over.
Also, prime time Kirk Cousins. Haha. No.
Phil, what are we trying to do here? Come on.
I'm going New England.
I'm still going New England because they have the number one defense. They have Ramondre Stevenson, who is going to play well. Like, they're winning. They're going to win.
I'll be more than happy taking L on this too. If the Patriots win, I'll be more than happy to say I was wrong.
What's the next game? Because y'all can figure that out.
Minnesota. I'm gonna go Minnesota. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Next game. Hold on. I'm just typing it in real quick.
Giants Dallas. There we go.
We'll save that for last.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Sunday night game, Green Bay versus Philly.
I'm gonna go Philly.
God,
Philly.
I'm also gonna go with the Eagles.
Fuck yeah.
We already knew that, Elijah.
So you said you're going Green Bay? Feel less. Right now,
Sunday night game?
wait, you said Green Bay, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, bet.
And this is the Sunday night game?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, Monday night game. It's gonna be a game not everyone wants to watch, but hey, it is what it is. Steelers versus Colts.
Colts all day. Phil, who'd you pick versus Philly?
Philly.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's the last Thanksgiving Day game. The last Thanksgiving weekend game. So, day Monday. So,
Who was it? The who and who?
Steelers, Colts.
It's gonna be a tie.
Nah, Colts all day.
AKEEM, if it ends in a tie, we'll give you.
I'm kidding.
AKEEM, if it ends in a tie, we'll give you +10.
If it ends in a tie, I'll send you $50. Like,
I'll send you $50.
I'll send 25 just because.
You better get $125 if it ends in a tie.
Oh gosh,
You're room for a tie now.
that's wild.
so if you put tie on there, you get +10 and $125.
Take the L. Just put a tie on there.
You want to do it?
I mean, I have nothing to lose because I'm behind 500 games. So go ahead.
Wait, but it would screw us. It would screw us. Stop.
No, wait. We'll say tie for us individually, but for the IBTE versus us, what would you want to say?
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Probably. I'm probably gonna go with the Steelers.
So I like the stipulation. So if tie this, but for IBT reasons, we'll go Steelers. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Imagine Akeem, $125 and 10 plus 10. That'd be crazy.
Awesome.
Tie. Okay. I've got.
Come on.
I mean, I'll go Indy.
That's right. That's right.
I just like Michael Pittman, Matt Ryan. They gel well together. Plus,
You have Saturday running
Jonathan
this
Taylor.
show? I mean,
I don't trust that Pittsburgh offense. I
they
don't.
almost beat Philly. So I mean, I'm just saying.
I like how Pittsburgh played last week, though.
They did. Najee Harris finally showed up. So
I gotta be honest. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
okay.
Okay.
He said villain arc. I'm dead. Okay. And we have our final matchup. Oh, wait, Akeem, you said Pittsburgh, and just in case, you said Pittsburgh was the official one, right? Besides the tie? Gotcha. I'm just write Pitt just in case I don't forget. Pitt. Oopsie. Okay, so our final matchup, we're picking Akeem and John. I'll let you guys take it away. This is your matchup.
What am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be taking away? We already know who I'm going with. So
Just give us a quick preview. Give us a little,
What's gonna happen?
intro of the pick'em game.
I don't wanna do
so Dallas is going to win.
Okay.
Our kicker is gonna have at least 10 fantasy points. He had like 22 on Sunday.
Okay.
God damn.
Well, he had 2 kicks that were 60 plus yards.
That's
And
great.
that was 5 points apiece.
You'd hit the Akeem. You would hit the whatever your stupid what's that board?
Why I gotta be
That-
stupid?
that's
Time out. Wait.
that TV thing. It's your projector. I don't know what's that big like. In Dallas Cowboys Stadium. You know what I'm talking about? That big
You mean
screen.
like the
It's like a jumbotron, but it's more. Than
yeah,
that.
that.
Yeah. I don't know what to call it. I don't want to be disrespectful, but he's hitting that
It's a
jumbotron.
Everybody stupid, so that was disrespectful.
It's a Dumbo
It's
time.
a big ass TV. What do you want from me, Akeem?
Anyway,
I can't wait.
moving on. Yeah, no, I still think because of how well Dallas played on Sunday, I think they're kind of riding that high. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Dallas is gonna play well. I feel like CeeDee Lamb is gonna have a good game because it's Thanksgiving. And yeah, we're gonna win.
Okay.
And that's that.
Okay. All right. So my summary is going to be a little bit different. I don't think the Cowboys are going to win. I'm going to go with the Giants.
As
And
expected, yeah.
I would say I do think the Cowboys are riding high. I wonder how this game is going to go. Last time I predicted something when it comes to an individual player, I lost money to Travis Barr. Hopefully will not do that again. This last game that was played, it was on my birthday. Dak wasn't there, so there's a big difference. So they did lose that game, but I thought it was pretty close. And I don't know. They play each other twice a year. This is the big impactful game. And Dayball's been known for putting his guys in key situations for things. So hopefully it's a close game. It's a little announcement. It's gonna be a big game on Thursday because I think we're watching it to start and then we're eating during the middle of the game. So I'll be turning my phone to airplane mode. So I'll be calling.
What time do we play?
4-ish.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'll be
right
done
middle
before
dinner.
that, because
So-
I think dinner is at 3 p.m.
Damn, you
Okay.
going from 12 to 6? That's crazy.
I have appetizers. So like we.
Oh, no, it's 4:30.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think we're eating at 6, so it's in the middle of
Oh.
it. So
No.
like what I'm saying is like we're gonna watch the first quarter, first half ish. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna pause it and then eat and then go back to watching it. So
Oh, y'all eat late.
at 6. So because my aunt works nights at the hospital and my dad for
Right around 6 or 7, right? Yeah.
We eat
Yeah,
at 3 o'clock.
most people have off. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
That
But
is.
not all people. You know what I mean? So I can see how Akeem thinks it's like.
Oh, wait, for Thanksgiving or just in general?
What are you talking about?
Akeem.
For Thanksgiving.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What?
I
Sorry.
eat at a black.
First off, if I'm eating at 3 o'clock in general, that's while I'm at work. Like,
Fair enough.
It's fair. It's fair.
Oh, Elijah, who we got?
Chipotle?
I eat at a black people 5
Get
o'clock.
that, you know what I'm saying?
So black
Not
people
even a
5
black people.
is like a
No.
white person 7.
Not even a black people. A black church 5 o'clock.
Oh God.
Oh,
Like 8, right?
I'm so sorry.
so Elijah, you got Giants Cowboys.
What time?
It's
is
at
it?
4:30.
4:30.
Where is it?
Dallas.
Who got the night game?
Cowboys.
Who got the night game?
Cowboys. Patriots. Patriots. Vikings.
On Thursday night?
I
don't
know,
why.
right?
I don't
What
know
a
why either.
They
dumb
could have gave us
time.
Bills Lions.
What'd you say?
They could have gave
Lions
us
game is
Bills.
at 1. Lions game's at 1, I think.
12:30. Yeah,
They should have put the Patriots
Yeah.
and Vikings at 1.
I would have too. Yeah.
It was.
Just swap those two. Like I like the Cowboys and Giants at 4, but
I don't know if I like that at 4. It's more of a prime time. But I mean, I hear
Yeah, I
you.
feel like they should have been in the night game.
I mean,
because they're
to be
division
honest, the perfect schedule would have been Vikings, Patriots at 1,
Yeah,
Bills, Lions at 4,
yeah.
Giants, Cowboys at 8 because
Yeah.
division
I agree.
game, high energy.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But I also say Bills, Lions at 8:30 because I'd rather watch Diggs in prime time. But
Yeah.
that's just personal bias.
Favoritism. Yeah.
For the Giants Cowboys game, who you got, Phil?
Huh? I'm going last.
No, you're going next. You're going now.
You had a whole speech ready. You had a whole pick ready. That's not fair.
I didn't have a whole pick ready.
It
Go.
was no.
He doesn't know he wants to pick. He wants to see what you do.
Well,
Just pick the Cowboys. Move on with yourself.
yeah. I'm gonna go Dallas. I just think going off of the recent couple of weeks, I think the Giants and Jets are in a cool off mode. I think the Cowboys are hitting their stride. So
I can't wait for next week. I
think-
really hope the Giants win because if not, I'm gonna be like, I'm in the lead. I'm gonna.
that's fine.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. So
So-
I got Cowboys.
All right.
Them boys.
I'll be honest with y'all.
Respectful.
A podcast divided cannot stand. So I'm gonna split us straight down the middle because I'm going with the Giants, baby.
Well, Akeem, I'm glad we chose the winners.
Shocked, bro. Shocked.
Akeem.
I'm sorry. I was
Yes.
looking at my phone.
Damn.
If
Come
you
on.
know the whole saying that best friends say that was on Remember the Titans, it would be left side.
Strong side.
That's right. But whatever.
I'm gonna be
You're
honest though.
fans.
I know what I just said. I said it as a joke because fuck it.
Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna see who the joke is. It's probably me, but let's see.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
That's nice. You're going Cowboys? That's
No,
nice. That's sad.
Daniel Jones against that defense. No.
Well, that kind of makes sense because your speech didn't really make sense. Oh, a podcast divided can't stand. That means you wouldn't want us
Oh
to
my
stand.
God.
I mean, I get that now. You just went. I'm just joking. That's crazy. I'm a little sad.
No.
I was excited. They all believe you too. You'll put your heads down because you believed. You all in disbelief right now. Who is it? Yeah, I'll just be the podcast. Bye, Phil. Have a nice night. God damn.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Where did it go?
my God. I can't.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all, but no.
Psych, I'm back. What do you think this is? Think I
Wait,
care? Nope. Think I care? You pick the Giants? Nope. Been proven wrong a lot lately. All right, not today.
Are we talking about you, yourself as an individual, like John
sometimes.
Patrick Meyer?
I mean, not with our bets, but
No.
with
You just said you were, but I didn't. When you said proven wrong a lot, I didn't know if you
I
were talking
mean,
about you
did,
or like.
did me and Phil pick Patriots Jets? Did not go with my heart, and it unfortunately lost. It might happen again like that. All right, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to ride with him. Phil not loyal. That's what we found out on this podcast. Phil not loyal.
Wait.
I said what I said. He did not pick the Patriots, and you know what? I just want to point that. So when you mark out the one where he reverses it, as a clip, Phil, you should also mark out when I.
I don't even like your team for real, and I picked them to win.
I'm just saying.
So okay, so that should be all the pick'ems, right? So Dallas. Elijah picked Dallas. Okay.
Are we sure? Because I think I heard.
I thought you said Giants, right, Elijah? I'm just making sure.
No, he said Cowboys. Get on with yourself.
He said absolutely not.
Okay.
He said absolutely
He
Cowboys. That's
said
what he said.
never.
I do not trust Vanilla Vic this week.
Okay,
Sorry.
great. Well, when Vanilla Vic comes
don't-
out,
wait,
we
no,
want to
you
see
don't
what
trust who?
happens. All right? No, I'm
Who
joking.
don't you trust?
But tell me that's not a sick
Vanilla
nickname.
Vic.
Tell me that's not a sick nickname.
Who is that?
Daniel Jones.
Juan said that about
Who
him.
is calling him that?
Saquon Barkley. I swear to God.
All right, you know what? See, I'm gonna refrain from what I wanted to say. I'll say it off air because that was
What do
gonna
I
be.
do? I didn't even.
Okay, so before these guys head out, we're gonna do a quick draft just so we can have this recorded and shit. So
we did like 3 minutes total. I ain't gonna lie to you.
goddamn.
Give
So
me a number one pick. We'll end it here.
two rounds each. Just make it so it's not a lot of options to choose from. So I'm just gonna randomize it. I'll do it off the screen so I'll make it faster. Damn.
Wait, bro.
So
I got first pick, didn't I? I got first pick, didn't I?
the order is John, AKEEM, Elijah, me. Damn. So I gotta hope that John doesn't pick this. Oh no, I'm screwed either way. So with that being said, we're gonna do a quick draft Thanksgiving style. So everyone's gonna pick their favorite food.
You don't do it 3 times?
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Elijah.
But
Thank you
Elijah
for reminding
said
me.
you had to go, so we were trying to.
We
Yeah.
said we were to go.
That's
So we're
all
here
right.
right now.
You know what? Magically, another 30 seconds just to pick.
We
Go
said
ahead.
we were going with the first one here. That's what Phil said to begin with. Don't hate on
Damn.
it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, you did
Okay,
say
so-
that? All right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Elijah,
so-
I will trade you the first overall pick for a spot. You just have to trade me the next time you get the first overall pick. Deal?
Oh,
I don't know what the next draft gonna be though.
I know of my choosing.
That-
Whenever you're first of my choosing, I get to decide.
that's not a bad deal, Elijah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So what are we drafting here? Come on, let's
You
go.
know, we
Come on.
drafted food, bro. Go ahead.
Come on, shake on this.
Take your pick.
Oh,
Take your
come
pick.
on.
John, start us off.
Mac
All
and
right.
cheese. Next.
Well, what? No. All right. Well, hear me out. What? Let me ask you the rules of this draft beforehand. If I take a subject of food, do I get all of that subject of food?
Like for
No.
example, give.
Like
no.
if I take pies, do I get all pies?
No, because there's
No.
too many options.
Yeah, no, yeah,
That's
no,
that's
yeah,
a quality question. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm-
That limits so many options.
That
I know,
individual
but
item.
That would be a kind of a win because like desserts. I took care of
Yeah,
desserts.
no,
but I
yeah,
don't
John,
think
that individual item. That's it.
I'm just saying. I think. All right.
Because we don't have a lot to go off of. So
I'm gonna go sweet potatoes.
yes, okay.
I'm a sweet potatoes fan. I almost turned orange when I was
Wait, sweet potatoes as far as the pie or like
yams. No, we're gonna go dish on the side. Sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Oh, give me the yam, sweet.
Yams, sweet
Yams.
potatoes. I'm picking yams and sweet potatoes.
So
Member of the Yam Squad.
I don't know what's happening.
Sorry.
I was
At the
a
top of
current
my
and current member of
screen?
the Yam Squad, so I'm gonna go yams.
Okay,
Alright.
go ahead, Akeem. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sad because yams was actually my first pick too.
Oh, John stole a pick.
I love yams,
All love.
but no. So it's Thanksgiving, so I'm probably gonna go with black eyed peas on my menu.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. So if Akeem would have took yams and what I thought John's first pick was going to be, I would have been asked out. But for the third overall pick, give me mac and cheese.
Go ahead. You can
That's
have
fine.
mac-
That's fine.
You can
That's
have mac
fine.
and cheese.
With the fourth overall pick, hey, I'm glad I got one of these two options because my number one option was mac and cheese, but I'll take mashed potatoes as the fourth overall pick in the draft.
You don't have that at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
We have rice.
yeah.
No, I have mashed potatoes, but yeah,
Go ahead, Phil. You got it back to back though.
What?
I don't have rice.
So for the first pick in the second round,
Oh, we're doing snake. We're doing snake.
yes, Nick.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna go stuffing.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Alright.
Good pick.
Yes, I got my two. We're good.
My second pick will be apple pie. Just give me apple pie.
Okay, sweet, nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and y'all, I doubt y'all have this. Well, Elijah might have this at his Thanksgiving. So my next pick is actually going to be peach cobbler.
Ooh.
Oh,
I have peach
yeah.
cobbler.
It's not my favorite.
I mean, I have my dessert already, so
You want peach cobbler, Phil?
for real.
Here
Like
and
an
there.
apple pie. It's a
And
must.
we do.
No,
ours
I have it here and
different.
there.
We make our peach cobbler in the crock pot.
Oh, really nice.
All right, John, you got it back to back.
Oh, all right.
Ryan Leaf.
What?
This might be a Ryan Leaf, but I think honestly this is like a key statement. But I don't know if you guys are going to accept it because it's kind of a condiment. I'm going to go gravy. Trip gravy.
It's not a bad pick.
I mean, I know because you can't put it on your
Now,
mac.
is your gravy brown?
Yeah.
Does it have the little giblets in it?
It's homemade, so it's by my grandmother who's Irish. So sometimes it has like bacon or other things on it.
Ooh.
What's your next pick?
Because it's dry as fuck, and you can't pick turkey without gravy. Let me just tell you that.
Oh,
You can't pick turkey without gravy. If you pick turkey without gravy, you should go to the hospital.
First of all, I'm not picking turkey at all.
I know, but I'm just saying. If
I
I
was gonna pick turkey either.
gravy, you know what I'm saying? My grandma would smack me. Although what I really should have picked was biscuits, but I'm gonna go ahead. You go ahead.
John, shut up. God damn
Damn it, John.
the next pick.
Akeem has the next. Oh, damn it. Akeem, go ahead.
That's what I would go with.
So
Should have picked the Giants. I'm gonna ruin it all.
funny. So I wasn't actually picking biscuits
Okay.
because we don't have biscuits. We have cornbread, like real.
Ooh!
So
That's
that's
okay.
what I'm going with. I'm going with cornbread.
It was great.
Elijah, the floor is yours.
Homemade cornbread.
All right, so here's my thing.
Absolutely.
I have a side and I have a dessert, but I didn't take a meat. Pause. So I gotta
This
go.
guy. I didn't either, but you know.
I gotta go ham.
Okay, salad. Next to turkey is not, but okay.
Hmm.
Ham is more like Christmas for
Do
me.
you put? Do y'all put the pineapples on the ham too?
Yes, sir.
As you should.
Yes, sir.
As you should.
And then you take the ham juice and squirt it on top.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
That's what you do.
Absolutely.
That's what you do.
Yep.
Well, I haven't, so that's not my thing. But
You don't put pineapples on the ham?
Put what?
Oh,
Oh,
Pineapple
pineapples.
on ham.
Yes, we do.
yeah, but Phil doesn't. But okay, it's all right, Phil. Are you honey glazed at least ham, Phil? Honey glazed?
I don't think I don't eat ham.
You don't eat
On-
ham?
Not on Thanksgiving, no.
What about on Christmas?
Here and there.
Same.
All right,
amount?
come on.
So for me,
I gotta go.
I
Last,
know, sorry about that.
one
So-
more round.
last round. This is my last pick. This is the last pick of the official because 3-3. We got
No,
three
just more
rounds.
rounds because we got to go one more way.
Damn, I'm trying to give you an
One more
out.
week.
Okay, so I'm gonna go corn. You know, nice
Like
size.
on the cob or
Never mind. Draft
Did he
over.
pick Ryan Leaf?
Draft
Did he pick
over.
Ryan Leaf?
Damn.
Damn, corn? I
Well,
don't mean to come at him. Corn?
This man just picked Malik Willis in the third
I'm
round.
just
Like,
saying.
well, that's all I get for picking Zach Wilson in the third round, I guess.
I mean,
So,
hey,
uh,
turkey? He is a turkey. You're right. Go ahead.
turkey was already taken.
I know, but you called Zach Wilson a turkey, and it made sense and it was funny. So I just want to
Thank you.
give back.
Okay, so the last pick. Damn. I'm gonna go pumpkin pie.
Oh, that was a good one.
That
was a
wasn't
really
taken
good one.
yet. So, hey, whipped cream, pumpkin pie, can't go wrong.
all right, I'm gonna go the healthy route right here.
Okay.
Going collard greens.
Ooh. Okay. Collard greens.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said.
That's a
Collard
steal
greens
right
are
here.
great with the cornbread because then you sop up the juice with the corn.
Nigga.
Oh, damn, Akeem.
I had a black ass
I
moment.
see why you can't wait till 6 o'clock on Thursday. Damn.
I can't wait. Oh my god, I can't wait. I don't think you understand.
No, it's
I
a one
don't
day a
think
year
you
kind of thing.
understand.
I completely forgot my collard greens. Damn.
Because they
Collard greens
make
are
me
good.
my own cornbread because I will eat a pan by myself. I get my own pan of cornbread every Thanksgiving.
Damn, that's cool.
They do that for me and mac and cheese. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm a guy who gets the leg
See,
of the
I
turkey.
don't eat that. So like my mom will make.
Sorry about that.
My mom is making that for Thanksgiving.
Nice. But yeah, I think turkey is like a one of like you can only eat that 2-3 times a year max. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, Kim, go ahead.
Um,
You know what's ironic?
No.
It's the draft order was the way of how the screen looks, sort of. So
sort of.
go ahead, Kim.
Oh, so I picked these, then I picked peach cobbler. That's tough because a lot of the stuff we have with Thanksgiving, I don't eat.
I feel that. I pass
Yeah.
some stuff too. You ever eat that raspberry jelly?
What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
You know what that is?
No.
Oh my
you
God.
mean like cranberry sauce?
Yeah, it's cranberry sauce. My bad.
Oh, raspberry jelly.
That raspberry jelly, bro.
I was so.
It's not like a sauce. You know what I mean?
I was like, hold on.
That raspberry jelly thing. I don't know. I don't eat that.
What's that
At my
raspberry?
table, like, goddamn, cranberry.
John would be the type to call turkey. Oh yeah, the chicken bird thing, right? You're gonna have that.
The chicken looking thing. That's what I would say.
Honestly, because of what my first pick was, I need something to complement that. So because I picked black eyed peas first, I'm gonna go with rice now because I put the black eyed peas on top of the rice.
Rice and peas.
Yes.
I respect it.
Rice and peas, and then I got peach cobbler for dessert. See that?
That's nice.
Okay,
I love my plate. I ain't gonna lie. I got ham, mac and cheese, greens, and apple pie for dessert. Ooh.
Apple pie was a great pick.
All I need is a glass of.
That's a lot of starch on your plate, my God.
All I need is a glass of heavily sugared Kool-Aid, and I'm out.
And there it is.
Although
Because
he said Giants and Dallas game.
I
won't be watching the game.
The game will be watching me. Okay,
I'll be catching the highlights.
He said Steph Curry just.
I gotta get ahead.
The game is gonna watch me because I'm going to bed.
Okay, John, finish it off. Let's go.
Last thing. I don't have a dessert. I really don't have a dessert. Apple pie was a great pick. Pumpkin was even a decent pick. But I'm gonna go chocolate cream pie. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but
I don't think I do.
It's very.
I John. Yeah.
It's very. It's like it's like chocolate pudding, but in pie form. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a whipped cream or Cool Whip, depending on what it is. Hey man, it's more. Hey, don't get me wrong.
Pudding is one of the worst like textured foods ever.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It's good though. I'm a chocolate fan, so I like it.
Pudding is like really just solid milk that's just melted.
I mean, hey, it's chocolate. You got something wrong with chocolate?
It's still a no for me.
I get that. I mean, hey,
now, if you would have been like sweet potato pie.
I just not on my table every year. It rotates.
Sweet potato pie ever.
What's on my table every year, no matter what, is apple pie, pumpkin pie, chocolate cream pie. It rotates with the sweet potato or a lemon meringue. I don't know if you guys ever had that. Lemon meringue.
Flavorful. He said.
I'm not. The three top pies in my eyes were already taken. So like I just
we should have pie draft.
That's why I picked peach cobbler because I said no one's gonna pick that as a dessert.
I wouldn't have picked it as a dessert, but I see you. I do.
Okay. So with that being said, that's been our Thanksgiving draft. Make sure all the loved ones spend time with and eat food and try not to knock out whoever you want. Before everyone heads out, one thing we're thankful for. Go. Because me and John got to talk NBA. I mean, for a little bit. We'll talk about it as much. But, Elijah, one thing you're thankful for since you have to head out. It could be the host, podcast, anything outside of podcast, up to you.
I hate being limited to one thing.
Can I go first? Give you an example?
So no, I got to go first because I got to leave.
Okay, got you.
Just because y'all are here and I'm probably not going to text anybody on Thursday.
Don't send me no happy Thanksgiving text.
Just eat your food. Don't text me. Just eat your food.
Oh, so you don't want to eat there too? You don't want a little happy Thanksgiving text in the
just eat your food. But genuinely, I am thankful for y'all. Like, it's been a rough month and a half for me with school and shit. But just being able to come back for a minute, talk to y'all and argue with y'all, debate with y'all, whatever y'all want to call it. It's been like love it here, bro.
Facts.
Appreciate it.
Well, thankful for you too, bro. Thanks for coming back on.
I like you.
Probably not gonna be here next week or the week after that though.
That's all right.
You gotta
clamp up, understandable.
You know what?
You gotta clamp up and do your thing, understandable.
Yeah. But gotta head out of here. So fantasy recap. Real quick, because I didn't get to give one earlier. I took an L to AKEEM as his whole team gets injured right after that. He
first off,
Damn.
It's just Kyle Pitts. That's one person.
Okay, but you also lost Javonte Williams. You also lost Breece Hall. You also lost Cooper Kupp.
Damn.
Like one. Oh,
Cooper Kupp's the other league. My fault.
Okay, timeout. So I lost them weeks ago. So me beating you today had nothing to do with them being injured. Like,
I'll just say this. Nobody suspected that you're fucking. Who was it? The reason that I lost. First of all, shout out Rondell Moore, who, lost,
minus 0.6.
man lost 4 yards on his only play of the game.
6. Dude.
Shout out that motherfucker. But
he got you less, not more.
Yeah, your kicker put up 22 fucking points, bro.
Wait, that was kicker, right?
funny.
Yes.
Huh?
Greg the leg?
Yeah, no, it's Brett Maher.
Oh, I forget. Yeah, it's Brett Maher.
And then his
Greg the
defense
leg played for the Jets.
And then his defense puts up 17. Are you
Who's
fucking
defense?
kidding me, bro?
I have the Patriots defense,
Yes.
and I have all season.
Which is ironic because they should have put up so much more.
They should have.
Because no interceptions, crazy.
They put up 17 points, and his kicker put up 22. That's a loss already. So, shout out to Akeem.
Commanders put up 17.
Fuck the Browns because I don't know why you weren't feeding Nick Chubb.
Right.
Again, fuck Rondell
the
Moore.
only real player.
Shout out Rondell Moore again. Hurting on the first.
Not again. It's giving child.
He said minus 6 yards. That's crazy.
God damn, I should have left the hard hat on.
But I did whoop his ass in sleeper, so we even.
Damn.
Oh, mine? Oh, but again, when you text me and said you don't care about sleep, no, I don't care. When I tried really hard to form my team and do real things, and everybody kept getting injured, I said, all right, I'm not meant to win this league. That's fine. Y'all can have that. Everything else, I'm coming for first place.
All I'm saying is I put a 176 on his head in sleeper.
Congratulations.
I'm on a 7-game win streak in sleeper as well. Sitting at
You know who top 2 seeds are?
Me and you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
ESPN is the only app I have on my phone regarding fantasy sports anyway, so it don't even matter.
All right, but yeah, I gotta head out, y'all. Have a good night.
Yes, I need to go as well.
I'll probably talk to y'all tomorrow anyway. Texting
Better. Yeah, group chat, yeah. Akeem, what thing you're grateful for? Thankful for, sorry.
Okay, I have just one. That's tough.
It's hard.
That's really tough. Okay, so oh god. All right, I'm gonna try not to get emotional. So it would probably have to be
all over me. That's crazy. Thank you, Akeem.
Okay.
Although I do like Phil's beard. You know what I mean? Phil's beard,
So,
better.
It would probably have to be my best friend Lawrence.
Yep.
Because one, today's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Two, he's helped me through a lot this year and vice versa. So his friendship has really kept me out of a lot of dark places. Also out of a lot of strange friends' cars. So nice. That too. Nice. But no, seriously, him coming into my life was such a big blessing, and if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be right now. So I'm very thankful for him and his friendship, and shout out to Lawrence. He's my forever doubles partner, even though I'm terrible.
I saw your Facebook post 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So it's funny because the picture I posted on Facebook, the one on the left with me and him holding the bowling ball, that was the tournament he shot 200-300s in the same weekend.
God damn.
Correct. And he was bowling with me both times, and I struggled to give him 600 as a series, and he shot half of that in one game.
Damn.
So but even still, he said he'll bowl with me no matter what. It doesn't matter.
How old?
So yeah, shout out to him. I love Lawrence.
How old?
36.
Hey.
Does he bowl professionally? Does he bowl against people?
So he has bowled against Mookie Betts.
Yo, that's what I was at. That's what I was wondering. I remember.
He has beaten Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Because him and Mookie bowled on the same team. Now, mind you, Lawrence doesn't follow sports, so they bowled on the same pair. Lawrence beat him because I'm pretty sure that was the day Lawrence shot 300 again. And he should, Mookie shook his hand afterwards, and he was like, "You throw the ball really nice." And he thanked him, yada yada, and then walked away. And everybody was like, "Do you know who that was?" He was like, "No." He was like, "That's Mookie Betts," and he was like, "Okay." He didn't look. He didn't care. He won, so whatever. But yeah, no. I mean, he's bold. He's bowled plenty of pros before, and yeah, that's shout out to him.
Happy 36th,
Lawrence. Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hey,
yay, Lawrence.
John, who you got? What you got for us?
Probably who I'm most grateful for, at least this year. I mean, I'm grateful for you guys. I like, what I mean, what you said. I definitely appreciate you guys being there. But my person I'm probably going to shout out is my grandmother. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, she's cool. She's like always positive, like around me. Like I've never like felt a bad vibe. So it's I really appreciate her. I traveled across the country this year with her, and it was fun. We did it by train, and yeah, overall, she's gonna be starving over or slaving over a dinner. You know what I mean? Like a lot of other grandmothers, like a lot of other mothers. You know what I mean? This Thanksgiving, and shout out to her because she makes Thanksgiving like a different holiday. She invited my my cousin's friends who are au pairs from Colombia to Christmas this year with us, and that'll be fun just because like my grandma's like she's this little like I don't know how to describe her. She's this little lady from like Bayonne, New Jersey, who's like so independent.
Oh my God, one of my friends lives there.
Oh, Bayonne, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know what it is. You know what I mean. She's definitely
awesome.
She's worked since she was like 80. She's very hardcore. About being nice or you know what I mean. Just I don't even curse around her. So like you know what I mean. Like she's a really good person.
You call her your Mimo?
What?
You call her your Mimo?
No, Mamam. My cousin.
Mamam. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, why did you say Mima?
No, I said Mamam.
Because I thought that's what he said.
Yeah. That's
her name in my phone is Grammy. Like,
oh, nice.
But that's like my mom. I don't call my mom. I call her mommy.
Hey, shout out to the real MVP, Grandma Meyer.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Mac Larry. But yeah,
yeah.
Correct. Sorry, my mom's side, but yeah, she's the real MVP. Phil, what about you? Who are you thankful
for? Let's see. For me, obviously the podcast, because we've been doing this for a while now, and every day, every single week, we get better and better. I'm gonna say the Switch chat. Everyone in that group.
Okay.
Because obviously this time of years are rough on me due to a couple things that happened while I was a Caz and during those years. Especially that year, the year I think I graduated, a very rough time. And we'll talk about a different time. But hey, ever since then, we got a group together that not only bonded through video games, but also, drinking, a lot. Also, a lot of inside jokes,
videos, and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we have a whole group chat. Also, just in general, when we hang out, whether it's New Year's, because I know last New Year's, me, AKEEM, Hannah, Marcos, and Tommy all hung out. It's when we're all together. That's I finally found a group that I feel like I belong to, and I feel like very included and very well loved and appreciated. And so, shout out to you guys. Shout out to the chat.
It's a nice group.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I'm sensitive.
That's the point. I'm trying to get a clip out of you, AKEEM.
No, you best get this clip on.
I'm not gonna cry on camera.
Especially, I shout out to AKEEM Nacho, right? I mean,
you're annoying.
There you go.
So annoying.
Yeah, vice president and all this, I think fuck it, I'm going for it. Shout out to Mr. AKEEM Nacho, right?
Oh my God.
Arguably the best bowler I know, because second is Elijah.
You said that you know what? That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, no, the best bowler I've ever looked up to, because Mookie Betts isn't that good of a bowler. I think AKEEM is better.
Whoa, you just don't Mookie like that, but yeah, AKEEM,
he's a former Red Sox. No, yeah, fuck him. We're getting clips. Shout out to Vice President, because this started with me writing for the Odyssey as well. Me and Tommy and I think someone else wrote for the Odyssey. I wrote sports articles. It wasn't Ball Central called back then, but this is what it was. A few years down the road, me and two other people decided to make a sports talking group called With the Boys. That's where it started. Obviously, it didn't work out with the two other people, so some years passed again. Rebranded it as Baller Central. I knew AKEEM loved sports, so I decided, hey, Akeem, let's do something with this. I think we started off writing articles, I believe, just solely writing articles, me and Akeem.
Yep.
On, was it the Odyssey?
Yes.
I forgot the.
We were on Odyssey, and then
it was another one. I forgot what it was called.
There was something else. I don't remember what it was. If it pops up in my memories, I'll remember.
Yeah, well, yeah, we started off there, and then we want to talk. We're tired of writing shit when we could just say it ourselves. So
yeah,
we went to stereo, and then we had guests come on, and then John came along. We decided to do a 3-man group on stereo. We know how we feel about stereo. Fuck stereo. So then obviously more time down the road, and then long before you hold it, we held a draft, a fantasy football draft. One of the special guests on it were Elijah. So hey, it all started from me writing articles, and now it came down to 5 hosts and an intern.
Yeah. By the way, that intern, let me just tell you, doing some amazing things.
Oh, yep. Thank you for reminding me. Yep. Shout out to our intern, George, who is married and expecting a kid as of right now. So shout out to Mr. George Guerrero. We're looking forward to seeing that kid named after me. Let's see.
All right. We ain't clapping for that. What, named after Phil? I mean, Phil's a great name.
Felipe. It's gonna be Felipe.
Oh, Felipe. Oh, nice.
Felipe. Okay, I'm gonna go actually. So
wait. Off one.
Go ahead.
So, and obviously, shout out to our 5th host, who is our part-time host, Mr. Waleed, aka 8th, aka Zorverse TikTok, whatever you want to call him. He's been grinding. He's been going through his bullshit just like all of us. Shout out to him. No matter what, being consistent, putting his foot on the ground and going through everything, because he knows that he has a very special purpose, and he's doing no matter what it takes to fill out that purpose. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody. Love you guys. There's no group of people I wouldn't have done this with Baller Central. So shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs.
Sweet. Love y'all.
Damn it. Kim didn't cry. Shit.
No. I strong like bull.
Damn it. Okay. Nice. I like the phrase. So with that being said, we're probably gonna skip NBA today. Not much is going on besides the Celtics being in first and Bucks in second. So nothing else.
Congrats to RJ, who's still undefeated in our fantasy league. Our matchup was good until Sunday got here, and then I realized he had Steph and KD left to play, and I was up by like 10. But he beat me, and it's whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, congrats to RJ. Yay, RJ being undefeated, and I'm more excited because I know the current hell that he's going through that is fantasy football.
Yeah,
so, like that's nice.
Right.
I got my first basketball win too this week in fantasy basketball.
Oh, we got another special guest like 2 weeks ago. Oh, no. Okay, so so before we head out, I just wanted to let the audience know, as well as Akeem and John, next week we will be having a very special guest on the show. These two do not know who it is, but
neither does Elijah. Just so y'all,
neither does Elijah. I think everyone's gonna love this guest. I have a feeling.
I don't want a hint. No.
I want a hint.
I said it on the show. He hasn't been on the show yet. So
okay. Any other hints other than that?
He's a guy.
Oh, okay, I got it. So 2 hints so far.
Yeah. So next week, if I'm on, I will be remote via the bowling alley because I might be bowling, but like I can still talk and bowl at the same time.
Gotcha. Right. We also might have a very good substitute just in case you're not able to go. So
okay.
Let's just say.
Nope. Don't say anything else. No.
With that being said, Akeem will close it out for us today.
There's so much pressure.
Look down.
You got it, Akeem. You got it.
Look down.
You said look down. I can't do it. I know what to say, Phil. Okay. I just don't say it. All right. Thank you guys for listening and or watching the Baller Central podcast. We're available every Wednesday. Is it Wednesday at noon? Yes, every Wednesday at noon.
You're doing great.
I can't stand you.
Eye contact.
We're rooting for you.
I can't do it.
We're rooting for you. You're doing great, sweetie.
Publicly.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I hate you. We're available every Wednesday at noon on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. So it's been me, AKEEM, John, Phil, and Elijah, who had to go to the gym and get his workout. And even though I'm sure he has homework that he needs to be doing, not the point.
Damn. Get it done, Elijah.
But no, it's been the four of us, and thank you for joining us for another week. Bye, guys.